We was going to take this cruise to Bermuda, don't you know? Well, we got onto this ship, and the minute I seen it, I said, why, it's a cattle boat. It had the name right up there on the side, the Stockholm. I wasn't sure it's a cattle boat, though, till this fella come up there to me, and he said, would you like to eat at the captain's stable? The first night out there, we had our farewell dinner. We hit rough weather, and in no time, everybody had said farewell to their dinner. We was all took sick with what they call mal de mer. That's French for, oh, I think I'm going to throw up. and most of us did. They have this dance hall on the ship there where a few couples is trying to dance. The band is playing waltzes, but they was all dancing rock and roll. I started to cross the dance floor there, and when I finally got to the other side, the social director gave me a prize for being the best couple on the floor. And that's where I was most of the time, on the floor. During the storm there, we run into a sandbar, and the impact of it throwed us down and turned over the chairs and upset everything. One feller come in about then, and he come up to us there where we was all piled up at, and he said, what happened? Well, sir, I just looked at him and I said, friend, where was you when the ship hit the sand? Well, by next morning, the ocean was calm and the sun was shining. I went up on top of the boat there and I run right into this feller. His name was Stewart, a deck steward it was. And he said to me, would you like a deck chair? It's just $5. And I said, well, that's reasonable enough, but I don't believe I can get it in my suitcase to take ashore. There was this lady on board there, this passenger. She decided to give a cocktail party, you know, so as everybody could get acquainted. Well, she come up to me and she said, oh, will you have cocktails with us from 5 to 7? And I said, I don't know if I can drink that many or not, but I'll be there. There was one feller. Thank you, ma'am. There was one feller at her party, and he didn't like me. I could tell. I kept running into him everywhere that I would turn. And I know that he didn't like country people, because every time we come face to face, he'd look at me kind of distant like and say, hick. Well, soon we went ashore in Bermuda. Now, everybody over there drives left-handed, and they won't let tourists drive because Americans are used to driving right-handed. This rule helps to keep the island in habit. The men over there wear short pants and long stockings. Well, now I wanted to be right in style, so I bought me some of them long stockings and I cut my overalls off at the knees. I called them my Bermuda-alls. Well, finally, we got back home, and it seemed like the whole Stewart family lined up there to give us a big hand. Palm up. I was broke, so I just tipped my hat and walked the flight. When I got ashore, I was so thankful to be back, and I got right down onto my knees. You know, that trip cost so much, I ain't back on my feet yet.